Okay, well, good morning, everybody. Sorry about my tardiness. This is really a tremendous day, not just for the city of Milwaukee, but really for the entire state of Wisconsin. It's my pleasure, it really is, to stand here today as we celebrate a really important milestone for the northwest side of the city of Milwaukee. That's the completion of the demolition of the former Northridge Mall. Now, we committed to doing this a little over a year ago, and we're proud to show our community that we have fulfilled that promise. The mall has come down. This site has long stood as a reminder of what once was. Today, though, it stands as a symbol of what can be here on the northwest side of the city. I'm proud to say that demolition is now complete, and it's complete on time, and it's complete on budget, and it's ready to pave the way for the next phase of opportunity and growth here in this community. This represents more than just the clearing of a site. It represents the creation of a foundation, because there's huge opportunity here for new jobs, for new housing, new investment in an area that deserves continued commitment and attention. Our success here has been driven really by the people of Milwaukee. It really has. And so I'm proud to share that 60% of the people who worked on the asbestos abatement, the largest part of the contract for taking down the former mall, were people who lived here in the city of Milwaukee. They were Milwaukee residents. In total, 39 companies had the opportunity to work on this project, contributing to this effort, including 21 based right here in the city of Milwaukee, 17 from southeast Wisconsin. Of these 17 were small business, women-owned businesses, minority-owned businesses. That's what the power of local partnership and inclusive investment looks like. I also want to recognize our skilled partners in the unions that worked, and the apprentices that gained valuable experience working on this project. So I want to thank all of our partners, Brandt, Balistreri, AECOM, the Sigma Group, TRC companies, Ellis Engineering, always pronounce this wrong, Veit, or Veit like fight. I remember that now. Okay, Veit. And of course, thank you to my colleagues over in the Department of City Development and the Department of Neighborhood Services for their tireless commitment to this project. And look, this would not have happened. It would not have come to fruition without support from the state of Wisconsin. And particularly, I want to single out and show my appreciation for our governor, Tony Evers, and the Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation. The governor's direction was to allocate $15 million in American Rescue Plan Act funds to this. The American Rescue Plan Act, which were funds provided to states and local jurisdictions from President Joe Biden's administration, and we were able to accomplish this because of the partnership with state government, creating more opportunities because of our partnership with the state. So really want to thank, again, Governor Tony Evers. So together we've turned a challenge into a new opportunity. The continued work in this site will help to further stabilize this corridor and create new pathways for our residents, setting the stage for what's next. So thank you again to everybody who made this possible. Together, we're making Milwaukee stronger. We're building a stronger city each and every single day. This is going to be a big part of it. And now I'm happy to introduce the Alderwoman for the 9th District here, Alderwoman Larresa Taylor, who will come to the mic now and not get blown away. Alderwoman.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Good morning to everyone. If you don't mind, I'd like to start too by saying thank you. Thank you to the mayor for his continued support. Thank you to the governor. Thank you to the DCD team. They were very helpful in informing me of what was going on and keeping me abreast of things. And in moving this project forward to today, where we actually see that we have clear ground to imagine what's possible for District 9. So with those thank yous, I'd like to say today that we did come together to reflect on a cherished part of our community's past, which was the Northridge Mall. I know it's a little bittersweet because it stood here for many years as a gathering place where so many memories were made. It was a place where the community thrived. As we say goodbye to Northridge, we know that there is a mix of emotions that come with it. However, we do look forward to, with excitement and optimism towards the future and the possibilities of a grand redevelopment on this site. Now, many times I have been asked, what do you want to see there, or what's going there next? Well, your voices, the voices of the community, have been heard, and it's the voices of the community that will shape the development that we see here in the future. So we will continue to do public engagement and listen to the feedback as we begin to craft a plan of what we will see here, but a plan that will pave the future, pave the way, for future development, and development that will have a positive impact and that will bring job opportunities. And so we welcome a space that enhances our community togetherness. With that in mind, we do want to build a place that everybody can be proud of. And so with that, I do want to bring up DNS Commissioner Yasmil Arroyo Vega.
Good morning. Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Thank you, Alderwoman Taylor. Good morning. I'm Yasmil Arroyo Vega. I'm the Commissioner of the Department of Neighborhood Services. Our department is pleased to be here today to mark this milestone moment. This truly was a collaborative effort across multiple city departments, and without this teamwork, this day would not be possible. For our part, the Department of Neighborhood Services manage all city demolitions, from permit application through the final piece coming down. We work closely with all parties to ensure that work is completed safely and under building code. This demolition was completed on time and on budget. In total, the contractors working on this demolition removed more than 800,000 square feet of structure. On site, some work with underground utilities remains, but BOA's Northridge Mall is now preserved through photographs and memories. But what Northridge Mall was structurally isn't completely gone. About 80% of the mall was recycled. Here are just few figures about the materials that were recycled of repurposing for this site. 5,000 tons of steel were removed and will be recycled. More than 5,700 bricks were also there. Nearly 70,000 tons of recycled concrete that will find new use in other projects throughout the regions. And of course, the 2 hives were saved and the bees are continuing their work as pollinators. Can't forget about that one. Mayor Johnson mentioning companies like Bite. And Ballestery that work at this for months. This was a challenging site to demolish, with the environmental concern presented and the proximity to existing structures. I express my deepest gratitude to these companies for not only doing the work complete, but also their commitment to the job site safety. For the Department of Neighborhood Services, job site safety is the utmost importance, and all companies involved in this demolition supported this mission. Now, sometimes demolition is a necessary phase of redevelopment and growth. Behind us, where there was one blight and hazard, is now opportunity and promise. And with the demolition now behind us, we look forward to seeing what is next on this site. Thank you to all, and I will be turning things over to the Department of City Development Commissioner Lafayette Crump. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Arroyo Vega, and good morning, everybody. And I think I heard somebody from Vite whisper, as long as the check clears, you can call us whatever you want. As noted, I'm Commissioner of City Development Lafayette Crump, and I couldn't be more excited to be standing here today, marking this momentous occasion. It's wonderful to be here with leaders, partners, colleagues to mark another significant milestone on what has been a challenging project, I think we should note, and done, as the mayor noted, on time, on budget, demolition completed. And if I can paraphrase for a moment one of our greatest poets, Christopher Wallace, some of you may know as Notorious B.I.G., the mall has come to an end, my friends, and it feels stupendous, tremendous. I have to thank many people, Mayor Johnson for his commitment, Alderwoman Taylor for her faith and support, Commissioner Arroyo Vega for her determination, and my team at DCD for everything, for looking toward the future, for evaluating the past, and for always staying in the moment. I'm proud to say, as the mayor noted, the project perpetually on time and on budget. The city team, led by DNS and DCD, has been ingenious, has been passionate about this project, and ensured all aspects are well managed and appropriately seen through. You know, as the mayor noted again, nearly a year ago we stood here as demolition kicked off, and today we stand on a cleared site that plainly demonstrates real progress and promises new opportunities. It's not just the end of what once was, but it's the imagining and the opportunity for what's next. This is the largest contiguous development site in the city of Milwaukee. We're currently working with partners at M7, with WEDC, with the Granville Bid, and others to find the right users and attract additional investment. As Alderwoman Taylor noted, community has been significant and crucial in helping to shape our goals to find the right uses here. Public engagement over the past year gave us a large pool of ideas, and we've been hard at work assessing the market potential and potential benefits of various scenarios. Our overall objective here will be to facilitate a redevelopment of this site that adds value to the Granville area, the city of Milwaukee, and ultimately the entire state of Wisconsin. To do that, we'll be looking to recruit a large anchor user that will create jobs, grow the tax base, and have ripple effects that spur additional investment in the surrounding area. This site is uniquely positioned within the city and could be home to future anchor uses such as sports and entertainment, healthcare, or advanced manufacturing uses. We'll also be looking to leverage this investment to provide a new community focal point for the area, with potential for public gathering spaces and neighborhood identity features that can broaden the site's impact beyond its boundaries, benefiting existing Granville residents and businesses. In the coming months, we'll present a redevelopment report to the public that lays out the range of potential future users to confirm the community's vision has been reflected and to ensure residents remain fully engaged in shaping the future of Granville Station. As we positively look forward to the next phase of this project, we will also begin to seek developer interest and market the site for sale in 2026. This step will allow us to engage potential partners, gather innovative ideas, and ensure future development aligns with our community's vision and priorities. We are more than committed to a transparent process that positions this site for long-term success and meaningful impact. The residents and businesses in the 9th District and surrounding area deserve absolutely nothing less. I'm proud of the intergovernmental cooperation, local partnerships, and community engagement involved in this effort, and I can't wait to kick off this next exciting phase. Thank you. Now I'd like to bring the mayor back up, if you wouldn't mind, for questions.
Thank you, Commissioners, Alderwoman Taylor, all the businesses that I mentioned that helped to partner in getting us to this monumentous day. And again, I know I said this before, but I'm going to say it again because I think it deserves to be said again about the investment that this project got from the state of Wisconsin, particularly from Governor Tony Evers, who I am incredibly grateful for with making the investment that he did with the American Rescue Plan Act Fund. So with that, we'll take a couple questions.
On time, on budget.
Yeah.
What is the timeline that you have to pivot on if you can't find that anchor tenant?
I'm sorry, say it again. A little wind.
What's the timeline for if that anchor tenant doesn't materialize? When do you change direction for the site?
I'll let the commissioner talk about that, but I think this is really a blank slate. I mean, there's so many opportunities that are here, and we want to make sure that we're listening to all the folks that were talked about, to the community. We're going to engage with the business community as well. to see like what people think can happen here. What sort of opportunities will be available here? So maybe the commissioner has something more they'd like to add to that, but I think it's an open blank slate.
Thank you, Mayor, and I think it's a great question because we want to get a sense. We have started to see through our community engagement what people would be interested in, but also through market studies of what kinds of things would be appropriate here. What our thinking is at the moment is that we will go out sometime next year with a bit of an open book about opportunities of what could happen here. We're not going to prescribe a specific use that has to be here for the entire site as a whole. So as we start to take in interest in what developers, what users would like to do here, we'll get a firmer sense of what's actually likely to materialize, and then we can lock in what that anchor use looks like. One of the things that's been very clear in my time working for Mayor Johnson is that he wants to see progress, and he does not want to see this languish for a long period of time. So I think you'll see us be very aggressive about landing the appropriate use here, but not letting it sit for an extended period of time.
Thank you, Commissioner. Any other questions? Is this thing on? Yes.
Yeah, you mentioned, I mean, obviously it's in the beginning part of this next step, but what is the soonest you think residents can step on and enjoy this new site?
Again, it took some time for us to get to this point. It's going to take some work, and the Department of City Development is going to be very aggressive in working on this. And we've got a lot of input that we've got to continue to gather from the community and from developers, the business community, and the like. So I don't want to say a particular date and time and put that into stone here, but just know that we'll be working aggressively in order to make that future happen where folks can step foot here and enjoy this space.
What type of input are you looking for from the public? I mean, you mentioned input, but are you having community gatherings? What are you doing to get that input?
Yeah, there was there already have been community gatherings. Actually, was it in that building right over there, Alderwoman, where we have the
Right, you
listening
said that
session?
you wanted to continue getting community input. It feels like there was a long period of community input. What more do you need going forward to shape how you approach it?
Yeah, I mean, I think we have, just in that building, just across here, we engaged the community with what some of their thoughts are for what could happen here. With large-scale projects such as this, we've used our Engage MKE tool, and that presents an opportunity for folks to be involved. Again, we'll continue to do outreach with the business community and developers and the like to see what is feasible, what can actually work here at this site.
In the previous community forums, what have been some common ideas that people say they want to actually see here?
People have said a number of things, from housing to sports facilities to jobs. I mean, that's why the commissioner said, and I wholeheartedly believe this as well, like, we don't want to be too overly prescriptive about what needs to happen here. Like, let's get a sense from the public, and let's get a sense from the folks that would actually, you know, build whatever happens here, whether it is any one of those things, whether it is housing or sports or it's jobs or it's advanced manufacturing. Let's get a sense from those folks about what they think can be successful here at this site.
There's been a lot of discussion about data centers across the state. I doubt it's probably too small, but could this site be housed a future data center? Any interest in that?
Well, I mean, again, when you look at what's happening down in Racine County, when you look at what's happening just north of us here in Ozaukee County, I mean, these are, you know, incredibly large, you know, areas of land. So I doubt that that's something that would happen at this site unless they, you know, rework the way that they have these data centers, and they were more vertical as opposed to as wide as they are and taking up as much land as they do.
Is it weird for you to see this site like this after so many years, where it was a frustration and an expense?
Yeah, it is. It really, really is. I mean, it's not going to be a shock to so many of you, but I'm not, you know, terribly old. I think I went to, no offense to anyone, I think that I went to Northridge Mall once in my lifetime, and when it was open still, and for the vast majority of that time, it's been a blight. It's been a danger. You know, people have died there, fires set in there. I mean, you all know the stories, but to finally get to the point where that structure is taken down and we've got a new foundation on which to build to move this community forward, it's very fulfilling to me after having worked on this issue for so many years and working to get to this moment. So I'm very happy with this day.
Is there any community input that has resulted in uses being ruled out?
Any community input that's resulted in uses being ruled out?
Yeah, like storage or...
Yeah, I mean, that was the initial thing, right? That, you know, this could be used for storage. We want something more dynamic than that, something that adds more vibrancy than that, something that actually creates more touch points with the community than that, something that creates more jobs than that. We want something more than that. So that is one that we've already ruled out.
There's obviously a need for housing, but this is a huge site, and that might not be the best use here. But are you considering housing as a key option, or?
Yeah, look, it's again, we're not going to be too overly prescriptive on this. We want to get feedback about what works. Maybe, perhaps, there's some housing component that's a part of that. We'll see. But right now, we want to listen, we want to learn, and we want to see what will actually be successful, add value, and add some additional investment, not just here, but in the area surrounding this location as well. There already is a number of housing projects that are happening here on the far northwest side of the city as well. So there's a lot of things happening that way. I will mention that the commissioner and I recently had the opportunity to go and visit as we think about what could possibly be. We did go out down to Oak Creek and met with Mayor Bukewicz there and toured Drexel Town Square. There's a number of uses that are happening there, including housing. So we will see what happens, but we don't want to be overly prescriptive about what will actually take place at the site.
Obviously, it's early. Has any developer shown any interest, or have you made contact with any developers? Obviously, it's very early in the process.
I haven't had those conversations myself. Perhaps I don't know. If you want to add to that?
I would just note briefly, developers have been a part of our analysis, talking with them kind of informally about what they could see here and would they have interest if X. And so informal conversations, but no one's said, well, we're ready to pounce in and take the whole thing.
Thank you.
Okay, Monuments Day for the city, for the northwest side, for the state. A blank slate here at this former mall location. Huge investment from the state of Wisconsin that helped us to get to this. On time, on budget, a number of businesses in the city of Milwaukee working on this, residents from the city of Milwaukee working to take this facility down as well, and a foundation on which to build to add more vibrancy, more vitality to the northwest side and to the city and state overall. So really, really good day for Milwaukee. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Thank you.